All right, well, good evening, everyone, and thank you all for joining our Mastering the Career Fair panel discussion event. Should be exciting night here. So before we get started here, and before we get to what y'all came here for, the panel discussion, right? Just want to go over a few things here. So for our schedule here, obviously we'll have our panel discussion, and then obviously, as many of y'all may know, the point of, or the purpose of this event is to get y'all prepared and hopefully excited for the career fair, which is, anyone know when the career fair is? There we
March
go.
5th.
There we go. Y'all are good, yeah. March 5th, we're about where? Where's the location for the career fair? Event Center. There we go, right down the road. All right. Awesome. So yeah, but hopefully this event will get y'all excited, prepared for that. And so as far as panel discussion at the end, as always, we'll have opportunity to ask questions. We do have several gift card opportunities, so be thinking of a question you might have, and you will be entered into a drawing to win a gift card. We have 3 JCPenney gift cards in case you need outfit or improve your outfit for the career fair. So yeah, be thinking of your questions, so for that. All right, so we got a lot of athletes in the room, and so let's make this introduction of our panelists and moderators fun. So we're going to do it sporting event style here. So for tonight's event, the starting lineup for your Mustangs. All right, for our moderators, coming up first, Vice President of Student Life and Campus Affairs, Amanda Guzman-Appel. Let's hear it for Amanda Guzman-Appel. Next up, Vice President of Athletics and Facilities and head baseball coach with a current season record of 11-4, Coach Pell. For our panelists, first up, Business Administration grad student and hard-throwing pitcher, AJ Cordova. Give it up for AJ. Next up, pre-med senior student, Tri Beta president, and soccer player, Mackenzie Klein-Stuber. Let's hear it for Mackenzie. Next up, business management senior student, CIA lead agent, and golf player, Philip Lopez. Give it up for Philip. And kinesiology and exercise science freshman student, core lifeguard, and soccer player, Aaliyah Ortiz. Let's hear it for Aaliyah. All right, before I turn it over to Coach Pell and Amanda, if y'all will bow with me for a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for the opportunity to come together here tonight and talk about and discuss career fair and how to plan for that. And we just ask that you will give our panelists and moderators wisdom as they dive into how to prepare for a career fair. And God, we just ask that all we do tonight will glorify you. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Thanks, Brian. Just to clarify, hard throwing, AJ, you're giving him way too much credit. You know, soft throwing would have been more appealing. But I guess we'll just jump right into questions here.
I thought it was perfectly fitting, just so everyone knows.
We'll just jump right into questions. Each of you could introduce yourself and tell us about your major and your desired career path. I'll start with Philip.
Why me? It's because our birthdays are pretty close.
Pretty close.
We're still splitting that cake.
We're both bulls.
All right. All right. Yeah. So I'm Philip Lopez. I'm a senior. I'm from Big Spring, Texas. I'm a golfer. I've been playing for about 7 years, and my career path is to be a golf coach and athletic director. So I do look up to you.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
That's a terrible idea, but we're going to ignore that. My name is AJ Cordova. I'm a graduate student here at USW in my first year of my master's in business administration. I'm a baseball player, been playing my whole life. And fun fact, Coach. Fun fact is Coach makes us run a lot.
That's why I play golf.
Hello, my name is Mackenzie Kleinstuber. I am actually a junior. I'm majoring in biology, pre-med. I plan to go hopefully to medical school. I've been playing soccer all my life.
Yeah.
Fun fact about me, I'm scared of trampolines.
I'm Aaliyah Ortiz. I'm a freshman here at USW, and my major is kinesiology and exercise science. I'm hoping to either go to PT school or get my athletic trainer certification. And a fun fact about me, I don't even know. I've lived in a couple countries.
What countries?
I lived in Havana, Cuba, and then obviously US.
Nice. That's
Couple.
impressive. That's really cool. Very nice. Okay, well, yeah, that's off to a great start. Thank y'all so much for being honest and vulnerable. We're off to a great start. So my next question is, what is your understanding of what a career fair is? We're going to start with Mackenzie this round.
Ooh. You got this.
So a career fair is where businesses, companies, people looking for workers will go to almost like any other, like a fair, like a rodeo almost, where they have like, not a rodeo, but like,
Like an event center?
yes, an event center,
There you
thank
go,
you,
okay.
yes. And they'll just set up and they'll they have their own little booths, and people who are looking for jobs will go up to them and talk to them and try to secure a job,
Great answer.
get information. about
Yeah. How do you follow that up, Philip?
Yes, I agree with Mackenzie. You know, just no, but it's like a pretty much an opportunity for like students to social, like or network themselves, like put their name out there to like businesses, companies, and all that.
Couldn't agree more, Philip.
Thank you.
It's in the name, career fair.
Oh.
Like, you know, pretty self-explanatory. You just, it's a place where kids can, or students that are looking to get out of college and get into the real world and start a job and get to know a different bunch of people. That's about all I got.
Yeah, I'd just like to add that it's also a good way to, like I said, network and really figure out if what you're going for or what you want to do is really what you want to do, because I think a lot of times people are unsure. So it's a great way to go out there, talk to people who are in that field where what you're looking into, to see if that's really what you want to do, or if you want to try something else. There's so many opportunities there that you can figure it out.
Good answers. I think the females are winning here. So let's start off, you know, with the soft throwing guy. Next question. What are the benefits of going to a career fair?
I think as a student, it's to network yourself and get to know a bunch of different places, companies that are offering jobs, both part-time and full-time, making it a good place to go for students that are even younger, freshmen, sophomores, where they can look at some part-time jobs with some smaller things such as, what am I thinking of, Coach?
I'm not the one answering the question.
No, just looking for jobs like Applebee's or different places like that where you can be a server or growing up a little bit and looking into the future.
Yeah, so pretty much just like what AJ said, it's an opportunity like to pretty much see what business does throughout the day, like how do they handle business, what they're looking for, employees, get the the experience they need for you to be able to work at their job, and yeah, just network yourself, build a brand of yourself.
Yeah, and if you're not looking for work now, it's a great way to get your foot in the door and get your name out there for maybe in the future. If you do want a job there, they might look back at you and be like, hey, this person a while ago was really interesting to me, and maybe we should reach back out to them.
Yeah, it's never bad to make good connections with people, even if that's not exactly what you're looking for at the moment. You can't lose with that, so it's definitely a great opportunity to take if you can.
Yeah, no, great answers. I agree. I think the girls are winning this round. So let's go to the next question. Y'all got to step it up, guys. Step it up. Okay, so my next question is kind of in the same realm, so you need to make connections. Let's take a step back. So how should you approach introducing yourself to employers and learning about their business and career opportunities? Let's start with AJ on this one.
I think just going up to a booth that looks interesting to you and asking questions that you may not actually know the answer to, and networking yourself as a whole. And having a resume with you will also be a good thing to have with you at all times. So I think when at the career fair, you can open up with what their business does or what companies have to offer, and then introduce yourself as a person and who you are, what you do now, and then move forward from there.
Yeah, just pretty much what AJ said. Yeah, pretty much what you do is just start a conversation with them, ask questions, just anything about their business, like the experience they need for you to work there. Yeah, bring a resume. That's pretty good. Yeah, because you never know. I mean, you could be the person they're looking for. So.
Yeah, you should go into there definitely having a plan. A great thing to do if you're going to go is to look up the jobs that are going, like the companies that are going to be there, and maybe make a list of the ones you want to definitely go to. And, if you are going to like really go there and try to get a job, I would suggest that you look up information about them, and then go up to them and talk about that information that you already learned about them, so that it's not the same old like, oh, this is my name, here's my resume. You're like, oh, I saw that you did B or A and B, and that's really cool. That makes you stand out, And yeah.
Yeah, I agree. You want to make a good first impression by knowing already what you're getting into. And I think also, too, if you're going to go talk to someone, you want to kind of put yourself out there and, like, be honest about what you're good at, your skills, because I think that plays a big role. Like, if you can say, like, oh, I'm good at this and this, and you can confidently say, so I think that makes a very good impression, and people will remember you for that. And so don't sell yourself short when you're talking to them. Be honest and open up about your skills, because that can really get you a foot in the door to somewhere and impress somebody that you're talking to.
Kind of like if Philip says he's a great putter, that's his worst game. Not a good impression, right?
Getting better, man. There may be like 1 or 2 3-putts every now and then, but yeah, it's doing good. You didn't have to bring it up like that. Yeah, no, man, that's my weakness right there.
Under the bus.
Yeah, it's okay. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Especially with my family watching, that's kind of cold, man.
It's great to be confident.
Okay, so second part to that question, Mackenzie kind of took the words out of my mouth, but what are other examples of things that will make you stand out? There's going to be a lot of people at the career fair, so it's an example that will kind of set you apart from the other candidates there. Aaliyah, let's start with you. I know the wheels are turning in your head. Let's start with you. You've had great answers so far.
Like I said, you can be honest about your skills and stuff like that, and I think the way you approach them, looking them in the eyes, little things like that really stand out, and I think a lot of people have trouble with that in general. So if you can do those kinds of things, stand up straight, dress appropriately, professionally, and stuff like that, you really stand out, because a lot of people, they'll approach somebody, they can be shy, they can be nervous, but if you go up confidently to someone, it really does stand out. You look them in the eyes, it really makes an impression. So don't be scared, the people are there to help you, and you want to make a good impression, because you want to find a good career, you want to find somewhere to go to, and so you're looking for something, you want to make a good impression.
AJ's already taken notes. He was already trying to sit up taller, and he's ready.
I was prepared. She had some good comments.
Yeah. Anybody else want to add anything?
Bringing a resume will help you stand out a lot. So I went there last year. There's a few people that only brought their resume, and I do agree with Aaliyah how you should dress professionally, because you want to be the best person out there, best candidate. Try to get pretty much all the business attention.
I think when you're going out there looking for a job, you should also be prepared for finding something that's you haven't seen before, or that even if you have studied certain places, you may still keep your eyes open to something new, something that you don't know a lot about, especially because asking questions, I think, puts an impression that you're interested, and having someone being asked those questions isn't something that they're used to.
That was really good.
Good job, guys. So that was just the first round. So let's kind of switch gears. Let's lighten it up a little bit, and let's go into our rapid fire round. Want to take it away, Coach Bell?
Sure, let's go ahead and just jump right into this. Each of you, okay, what is your biggest pet peeve? We'll go ahead and start with Aaliyah.
Biggest pet peeve, like
Biggest
just in
pet peeve.
general? Oh my goodness, there's just too many.
Where to start, right? Yeah.
The biggest one. Can somebody else start? I need to think about this. I really got to pick the right answer for that.
AJ's ready. Go ahead.
Yeah. I would say someone that's bald. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Careful, Wilson's back there.
Someone that says something, says they're going to do something and then doesn't do it.
Wow.
That was very like intelligent, right?
That was very intelligent. I'm proud of you, Doc.
Good job, AJ.
Good job. You want to go, Mackenzie? I'm trying to think of mine.
Mine would probably be complaining, if you complain a lot.
It's a good one.
I think just messy people.
Messy
Like
people?
messy people when the people
It's
are
the worst.
messy,
Yeah,
not
I agree with
clean.
that.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves. It doesn't take
When
much
they're
to
late.
pick up.
That's
I
definitely
think
I
she's
wouldn't say
saying
that.
something. I
I
think she's
wouldn't
saying
say that.
something, Coach. I want to be taking notes
Actually,
like I was.
think my biggest pet peeve is when people are on time. That's a
I
different
think
story
I have to
though.
go with Aaliyah. I hate messy people. Ever since I became an RA, it's gotten bad.
That's why we have room checks.
That's why you're an RA now.
Exactly. Gotta make sure people have clean rooms.
Good job. Okay. So the next question is, so you need to get pumped up. It's before a soccer game, a golf match, a baseball game. What is your go-to song? Let's start with Mackenzie on this one.
I actually really don't listen to music.
Okay.
Kind of weird. I don't know. If I'm being completely honest, I would just put on some sort of Mexican music.
Okay,
Don't
all
do
right.
Spanish, but-
Nothing wrong with that. Aaliyah, what about you?
There's a band, a Spanish band called Gente de Zona. I always like to listen to them before.
Okay.
Or I go both ways. I can listen to a really hype music, like hype song or something like that, or I'll just listen. I can listen to like Waymaker, so it's kind
Okay.
of random.
Yeah.
So it kind of
All
like,
across the
varies,
board. Yeah, I love that. AJ, what about you? You're thinking. I can tell. The wheels are turning. Yeah.
As my teammate said, I used to listen to Play My Music by the Jonas Brothers. That was a good one that got it going. You even used to say it right as I ran out. But right now, I would have to say it's any rock or country song right now gets me going.
Okay. Philip, what about you?
I actually got two.
Okay.
So one's Gangster's Paradise. Another one's
Unexpected.
That's
When
way
I get
out
that
left
right
field.
mindset. Well, this one's all right, this one's kind of different. Fireworks by Katy Perry.
That's a good song. Yeah.
Depending on the mood that day. so.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
agree.
We'll remember it for graduation day.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait for that.
Those are good answers.
Next question. Okay. I won't tell any of your coaches. Well, you're screwed anyways. So.
You'll be running tomorrow.
What name did your parents call you growing up when they were extremely mad at you?
It was Kenneth from my dad,
Ooh.
and my mom. It was just a really loud AJ.
So when you have a bad outing, I can call you Kenneth, and that is going to really.
I would love to hear
Absolutely not. Please don't. Might make me more mad than I probably already am.
that. My parents just say my full name. So. Philip Bruce Lopez.
But see, that's important. The middle name, Bruce.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they named me after Batman. I'm just kidding. They're gonna be watching this like, no, I did not.
For me, it was Aaliyah. They never really called me that, so whenever I was in trouble, they would yell out Aaliyah. So that's how I knew I was in trouble, because they never really called me that. So
Not much to say. It's just my name. Yeah. Loudly.
Okay, so last question is, what's one bad habit you wish you could give up? Philip, let's
Being
start with
late.
you.
I'll take the floor on that one.
Okay,
I
okay.
definitely would say being late. Somehow, some way, I managed to be late. It's like a skill almost. And anytime I try to not be late, I end up being more late. So that's definitely one of the habits I would.
Hey, you're
I would
self-aware
definitely-
though. You're self-aware. That's impressive. Yeah.
Just set
I've
your
been self-aware
phone
for
for
a long
Texas time.
I did that. Actually, kind of made it worse.
Oh.
Yikes.
I don't think you should tell anyone at the career fair about that problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I know.
That's a
That's
bad
yeah,
thing.
definitely. Everyone be on time. That's a terrible impression. So
Yeah, there
don't
you
be
go.
late.
Oh, me? Oh. Bad habits that we're trying to break. Probably breaking golf clubs. No, I'm kidding. Probably biting my nails.
Good one. Nervous Nancy.
Oh, especially on the golf course.
Okay, I have one. We have a rule that when you're done with your dish, you need to rinse it so that it's easier to clean it and just.
You're
put it in
one
the
of those
dishwasher.
people.
I'd like to just leave it in the sink.
Oh my God.
Ask AJ if he actually does that on a routinely basis.
Yeah, I seriously done it. Seriously done it.
Jism, does he?
Jason probably does.
If you're gonna
I got a
rinse
good
it, then
roommate.
you might
Let's
as
just
well
put it that
wash
way.
You want to like phone a friend? You want to call like
John.
Gamboa?
John.
You know?
It's just too perfect. There's nothing.
We could all be like you, AJ.
I guess everyone would want me to say gambling, but Coach was looking at me waiting for me to say it. I wasn't going to say it out loud. Thanks, Coach. I definitely have to agree with Philip. Sometimes it is my fingernails, but very rarely.
Okay, yeah, those are all good. Very insightful. So let's go back to business. Let's get back to the regular questions. So how should you dress for a career fair? Let's start with AJ's ready. He's ready to go. Let's start with AJ.
Business casual. So preferably they would say slacks. I don't agree with that. I say jeans. I think that's more business casual. But if you ask Coach, he might have a different answer because he's old. So might be a good starting point.
I don't really think jeans are appropriate.
As long as they don't have
'Cause you're old.
ribs and you dress them up.
I forget it's 2024.
And you're old.
Okay.
Earlier I said if it's something you could wear to church, I think it's something you could wear to a career fair.
Amen to that. Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, you wouldn't really wear anything
She
too
said it.
casual.
She said it.
Mackenzie, what about you? Anything else to add? You agree with them?
Yeah, I agree with them. Yeah, I think it's just our area too. Is like, you know, jeans is cool. You know, maybe if we were like in New York, maybe you'd wear slacks. But
Yeah.
I think going on to the next question, I know you guys answered this question before, you know, bringing your resumes to the career fair, but I guess to, you know, explore even more with it, what are some things that you recommend you put into your resume, or some do's and don'ts about your resume? Someone can jump in. I'm not even a pickup person.
You could put any work experience that you've ever done. Like if you've done like little things, maybe like you babysitted for your family or friends, you can add that into like any experience you have working or doing something for someone else. I think you can add, if you've been like involved in clubs in school, that's something you can add in. And like I said earlier, like whenever you're putting stuff, you don't have to sell yourself short. If you're good at being on time, like I'm not, I wouldn't put that on my resume, but if you're good at being on time, you can put that on there. Soft and hard skills are really important to add in because it really gets the employer to understand what kind of person you are and like what kind of a worker that you will be.
Yes, I agree with her. For me, I feel like it depends on the company you want to work for. It's like with me being a golf coach, I work for the First Tee. Like I've helped teach younger kids how to play golf. I've got that experience. I worked at a golf course. I also put that I played golf in college, high school. Played for 7 years.
So like relevant experience.
Yeah,
What don't you agree with?
I don't. Oh, you got me there. You did get me there. I feel like there could be like some like unnecessary stuff in there. I'm just trying to think of which one.
And
Jump in, AJ.
I guess you can help them out.
Yeah.
Any unnecessary skills that wouldn't be involved in a job that you're looking for, I think is important. Like saying I can throw a baseball hard isn't good for getting a job in the real world other than playing baseball. So I don't think that'd be a special skill I would add in there. Or like I sang in choir, like I don't think that would affect what I would do for.
Even though you
my
have a bad
business.
voice.
Yep, it works.
Um, I don't think I would put maybe like your availability, like your hours or stuff like that. More personal things I would keep to myself until maybe I was hired. But yeah, like Aaliyah said, like I wouldn't lie on there. I wouldn't say like, oh, I'm actually a great like mathematician when I'm not. That would be a really bad idea. Just be very honest about your skills and don't lie.
I think having good references is also important.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I would add Amanda 100%. Coach, you're still up in the air. We got a full year left before we figure that one out.
Because I know the real truth.
He got you there, Alex Jerry. Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, so next question. How could handing your resume to an employer you're interested in be beneficial?
Showing that you're on top of the goal that you want and being proactive with what you're getting ready for in the next few years or within the next few months. I think it's important to know that you've got to be on top of things. So, yeah.
Yes, I agree with AJ. You want to show the employers that like you're serious, like you want to be qualified for that position, and especially for like the younger students, if they bring in their resumes, they can tell them like, okay, like this is experience you need before you can get an interview with us.
Yeah, like I said earlier, if you look up who you're gonna go and talk to as well, you could make like a folder and put the logo of that business or company on there. That'll just make you stand out more, because it's all about like standing out and getting your name out there so they remember
That's
you.
proactive right there.
Yeah, it's a great way to put yourself out there, let them know who you are, and make a first impression. I agree with what everybody said. You really do want to stand out, and by doing things like that, getting the employer to know you, it makes a bigger difference than like just knowing about them and not really making any step forward towards getting that job or something like that.
All good answers. I guess the last question of the night.
Ooh.
Are you ready, Philip? I'll let you answer first.
No, let's not do that.
What resources are available to help prepare for the career fair?
Perfect question. There's actually a booth over there where you can get your resources.
Luckily.
Yeah, like J.C. Penney's, or what's the other one say? I can't read.
You're blind. I can't tell what it says either, though.
The model.
The model? Yeah, the model.
They have pretty nice golf apparel there.
They do. I actually got a golf jacket the other day at J.C. Penney's.
You're missing out on the belts.
I do need a new belt. So
Can also talk to the CIA staff and getting to know them, and they can help you out with any referencing that you need and guidance. Also talking to Brian Arnold, our head of career services.
who's part of the staff for the CIA?
Philip is part of the staff for CIA.
Elena Moya as well.
Right.
You can go talk to her.
Yeah.
Then we got Lucy Garza in the back and Kylie Bradford too.
So you can talk to any one of them. You could go follow the USW Career Services on Instagram. They have a lot of information on there. So go do that right now.
But don't forget about Brucey, right?
Oh my god. I'm gonna regret that.
All right, yeah, those are all of the questions, and so now I think it's time that we're going to turn it over to the Q&A. Whoever in the audience, if y'all want to ask questions, or anybody that might be watching, we're going to turn it over and see what questions y'all have for our panelists. Just a reminder, there are gift card opportunities if you ask a question, so.
Oh,
Gabe,
Got one back there.
we
right
need
there.
the mic.
We need the mic.
Gabe's ready, Gabe's ready.
There you go.
Okay. Is this on? Okay. So I want to be a teacher, and if at the career fair, is there gonna be like specific grade levels of teaching, like the schools, or is it gonna be like K through high school?
I think there's going to be some opportunities for different, what am I thinking? Different grade levels available, but I think it's mostly going to be, it's going to be K through 12.
Is it gonna be like in New Mexico, or is there gonna be a wide range of from like Carlsbad to Artesia? Since I wanna be like a high school teacher,
It, sh-
what areas are gonna be there?
it should be locally, like Roswell, Tatum, and some in Texas as well.
But if they're, my advice is there's somewhere that you're interested in, you need to ask that person that's there who you could speak to, and they can get you in contact with them.
Thanks, Coach.
That was good. Thanks. Question E.
Oh,
Sir Eunice.
All right, I got a question. So, what if like you have a resume but you don't have anything on it? Like, there's no point of making a resume. Is it still good to go to career fair?
Yes.
I think the career fair is good for networking, getting your name out there, even though you don't have much to put on your resume right now. I think it's good to be like, I'm working through my bachelor's and preparing for this afterwards.
Second question, so would I take a resume there or no?
I think I would talk to career services here on campus before heading over there and getting your resume up to date and working on it. And I think that would be a good idea to start there. And then if they say it may not be a good idea for a resume then I think that's where you should go with that.
Thank you.
Oh, you did a really good job. I'm proud of you.
Good job.
I have one more. So I wanna, like with my teaching path, I also wanna be a coach. If I'm gonna go to a teaching, like if I wanna go to the school, do I need to announce to the staff or whoever is there that I also want to be a coach for that program or for that school?
I think I would ask the coach
Yeah.
at the panel E right here. He's over there. That's more of a question.
But they
for
said
him.
ask the panelists, that's what I was asking you.
Oh yeah, that's us.
So we'll,
Good
we'll-
job
we'll
there,
ask the
see?
question E.
I'm letting them
Gabe,
answer.
there you go, Gabe.
I would ask the question E is how I would answer that question. After the event's over, I think that would be a good conversation to have with the coach already. And considering he also is the athletic director, it might be a great place to start.
Thank you.
Another one?
I really want to know. Okay, so if you go to the career fair, like I'm also going to be a teacher, would it also be bad to go to other booths even though like it's like not part of my degree?
I feel like you should.
Yeah, you should
Or-
definitely. I mean, it's not bad to make connections with other people and see what else is out there, even if that's not necessarily what your degree plan is. You can always get information about different things, and it can always help you. Or if that's like something lower than what you want to do, it's a great start. Like having experience is good for almost anything, even unless it's like completely unnecessary. But for the most part, having experience in any job like area, it'll get you a step in the door. Like whenever you want to do something with your degree.
Again, girls are winning.
Oh, I got one more. Like it's a good one.
Oh,
We got some feistiness in the crowd today.
Oh.
What if you have no prior work experience and like you don't know how that's gonna feel towards other people who you may be trying to like impress?
It's a great place to start then. The career fair gives you an opportunity to get yourself in the door. I think Leah touched on it earlier that getting your foot in the door is the most important thing, and not hiding that it'll be your first work experience, but it'll open the opportunities for like, this is what I want to do, and give you a chance to understand what's going to go on next.
I think also too, a lot of people think they don't have like any like real technical work experience, but I mean, growing up, like I think everyone's done stuff and little things here and there that you could put in a resume, even though it's not necessarily like a job or work that like it's professional. You can always add little things that you've done growing up when you were in high school. You know what I mean? We like what is it? When you have to do the service hours and stuff like that, you can add that into your resume as well. that's technically work. So you don't have to, you can like put things in your resume that aren't technically work, but it is work experience that you have had in your past.
Also, really lean on that you're a student and that you're going to graduate soon with whatever degree you're going to have.
We need to come up with some better answers.
No,
Go ahead,
I think
Eliza.
they did their research.
Oh, I was gonna ask a question.
Oh,
Go ahead.
My bad.
Okay. Oh, Jesus, that's loud. Okay, so say I wasn't here right now and I come up to you after this. What steps would you tell me to take in order to prepare for the career fair?
Start working on your resume. Be prepared, have an idea of who you want to look for. Obviously, there's going to be so many booths, so many people there. Have an idea of what you're looking for, of who you want to talk to, and start preparing questions that you want to ask employers, and prepare your outfit. Is that right?
And be on time.
And
Yeah,
be on time.
yeah.
Be on time. Set your alarms now.
For March. Wait, were you going to add something? Were you gonna
I
add
just want to add that it's also, if you think of it as like a sales pitch, to prepare it in that way, you know, like if you're going to go in there, don't go to your number one job that you want. Go to like a number 2 or number like 5 and like try to get the kinks out about what you're going to say and then go to number 1. Like,
Yeah, then if you ever get lost, you'll always have Brian Arnold to help you out along the way.
I think career service is a great place to also start. I think they offer a bunch of opportunities to help you prepare with resume help, with different questions to ask to help you prepare for that. So, yeah.
And also check out our Instagram. Every week we upload videos on like how to prepare too.
Hello. I want to know what influenced y'all to be into y'all's degree y'all are in now.
Right to, you want me to answer this first? Oh, he said start right to the left.
Where?
He said start right to left.
Go.
Were you talking about my right or your right? Oh, you want me to start?
Whoa.
Feisty. Influence I had, it's actually kind of funny. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I kind of just always thought I'd just figure it out along the way. And so I started in kinesiology as a freshman, then transferred to general studies, and then transferred after that into psychology when I actually really started to enjoy it and look at different career paths that I could use with the psychology degree. And then once I graduated, thought it'd be a good idea to get a master's in business so that I could look at mainly maybe in the future opening my own practice.
That was really, really good. Yeah, so. Yeah, no kidding. I thought you were gonna say he was the one that influenced you.
He missed criminal justice in there, I think, too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I did have criminal justice in there at one point too. A minor that just didn't get finished.
But yeah, the person that influenced me was definitely Coach James. I remember before my freshman year, thought I was gonna be a financial advisor, just pretty much kind of follow my stepmom's path. And after everything that happened, I want to make an impact to kids like the way Coach James did to me. Make me fall in love for the game of golf. And yeah, I just want that to be my future.
My teammates have probably heard this enough, but my mom is a nurse practitioner with a doctorate. So she's very, she helps people all the time. And growing up, she would get letters or gifts about how she helped someone. And to me, that was just the biggest thing, that she really did something to help someone. And so I want to become a doctor. So either a gynecologist or like oncology, because that's a lot of what my mom does as well. So
For me, I chose kinesiology just because I've always played sports my whole life, and so it's been really close. I've been really close to sports my whole life. So I always wanted to be a teacher, actually, because I wanted to work with kids and help them in like school and stuff like that and make an impact, like Philip said. But then I realized, like, I love sports so much, I want to work with kids in sports. So that's why I wanted to be an athletic trainer, to help kids develop and stuff like that in their sport and help them to to reach their full potential, because it's something I've really been passionate about my whole life, so it's something that I want to do for the rest of my life.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I have the mic.
Okay.
Okay, we were wondering, how do we find out what jobs are going to be at the career fair? What jobs? Stupid. What businesses are going to be at the career fair? Like you said, to look into what you're into, get information and stuff. But how do I get there? How do I get that information?
I think the resource stand right over there will be the answer to that question.
Okay, what if I wasn't here?
No.
Okay, then talking to career services.
Get in touch with career services.
But in any case, if you have a job or experience something that you're interested in, if you wanted to work something medical, you could prepare questions and stuff like that for the field you're going into. Not necessarily the business that's exactly going to be there, but just general idea of what you want to work in.
Mm-hmm.
So you could just base your information off of that.
You're great, Aaliyah. Yeah, we're just impressed by you. We're saying you're far exceeding AJ as a freshman, so great job. We're so impressed.
Thanks for reminding me one more time.
No problem. Any other questions?
Oh, we got one in the back.
Ooh, okay.
Two in the back, actually.
All right. So my question is for all the panelists, but Philip has to go first.
Wow.
All right. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
So I'm getting ready for the career fair. I want to look as absolutely sharp as I can look getting ready for the career fair. I've gone to the model, bought a brand new outfit, looking really good. The last piece of the puzzle, Philip, is I want my hair to look amazing. I want it to look as good as it possibly can. So, Philip, what brand, I'm leaving the model, I'm on the way to the grocery store. What brand of shampoo and conditioner should I pick up at the grocery store?
I feel like that's a question for Coach Appel.
Barbasol.
So what brand?
What brand of shampoo and conditioner?
Old Spice.
Suave always works
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Suave. Suave.
Spell that.
Okay, we got a degree. I think I can spell it.
Reel it in.
Are we answering this question?
Oh, yeah, he said all of us.
I use Shea Moisture.
Yeah, there's one called Joico. It smells really good. It's very hydrating. I recommend that one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question. It comes from online. They're asking, what's some examples of good questions to ask employers at a career fair?
First, I would definitely start with what are you looking for in an employee? What kinds of jobs do you have open? What availability do you guys offer? Things like that. I guess just about the job necessarily. I don't know anything.
I feel like
Crushing this, Aaliyah. You're crushing it. You're doing so good.
She wasn't like this earlier. No. She was quiet.
at all.
She did her research.
Yeah,
She did
no
her
kidding.
research. to prepare
She might
for
not be
this.
on time, but she does her research.
But I feel like one important question you need to ask is, what experience are they looking for? I feel like that's something not a lot of people ask. So
Always like a great starting point of what do they do if I do not already know.
pretty much what they do on a day-to-day basis.
Again, if you look them up already and you know something about they've done, I would ask something personal about them to make yourself stand out more. Because if you put yourself in their shoes and 100 people are coming by, they're all going to be asking the same questions. So to make yourself stand out, I would ask something a little more unique.
Maybe just to add on that, what's the one thing you probably shouldn't ask them?
Ooh.
How much am I getting paid?
Yep.
How much
Good
are you
answer.
getting paid?
You want to be a coach too, right? It's probably a
Don't.
really good question. You never ask that question.
Yes, I know the pay for a coach. I still want to do it.
I think that was a shot at you. I don't know.
We don't do it for the money.
With this guy on your team, it might be for the money.
Yeah, because I make him look good.
There you go.
Any other questions? Okay. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for participating, and yeah, thank you, panelists. And I'm going to turn it over now to Brian.
All right, well, our moderators and panelists are making their way back to their seats. Let's give them another round of applause. They did an excellent job. Next here, we do have some gift card winners, but while we're waiting for them to make sure they got that all good to go or give some time to get that ready, just wanted to hit on, y'all asked some great questions from the audience, and just wanted to hit on a few things that I made some notes of. Asked about resume. Should I bring a resume even if it feels like, maybe I'm a freshman, I don't have much to put on there? I would definitely bring one. You actually have more than you realize to put on your resume. The career fair is opened up to the public as well and JC students, and so you guys are already a very strong candidate just simply in the sense that you're in college and pursuing a degree. So it says a lot simply by putting that in your resume. And most of y'all are college athletes. There's a lot of transferable skills within that that speak volumes on your resume. So you have a lot more to put on there than you realize. Let's see, some of y'all asked about, should I talk to employers outside my field? I definitely would. There's a stat out there that says that people change their career paths up to 7 times in their lifespan. That's just a stat, not saying everyone. So it's good to explore different career paths. You never know if what you're pursuing maybe doesn't pan out, and later on down the road, the conversation you had with an employer might be very beneficial, that intrigued you, that you talked to. What else? Let's see. Who will be at the career fair? So I will say this, there is a pretty good wide range of different career paths, anything from healthcare to schools, accounting, business type roles. There's a pretty good range that will be there, but if you would like to know specifically the employers that will be there, get with us, get with Career Services, get with me, Jose, and we can get you the specific employers that will be there. So this is kind of the first year that we're trying to kind of expand the career fair and open it up to, or work with other organizations on it. And so the goal is, that was a great question by you, Eliza, and the goal is to eventually be able to have all the specific ones named they're going to be there. Because I believe Kenzie made a really good, insightful comment to do research on the employers that are going to be there. That way you can go into the career fair, and you're going to impress them if you already kind of know the positions that are offered and about their business and their values and mission and all that sort of thing. So, but yeah, that was a great question, Eliza. Let's see, what else? I think the last kind of note here that I had is clothes. I do agree with Coach Appel that jeans aren't ideal, but at the same time, if you're just not able to get a pair of slacks before the career fair, we don't want you not to go because of that. And I feel like culturally, this area of the country, business casual might be a little bit more lax than other areas, but just think dress for success and get the best outfit that you can in terms of that's going to look formal and stuff. But yeah, and just, there's lots of different ways to kind of approach that, so get with us if you have questions on that. And then I just want to add, too, that as I believe Philip mentioned, we do have some discounts with a store called The Model in town. And then JCPenney's has some current sales going on. And then we also have recently started a career clothes closet that we have available for clothes that you can get at no cost to you. But yeah, don't let clothes be an issue with not going. If you need help, if you don't have the funds to get an outfit, get with us, and we'll work with you on making sure you have an outfit. So, all right, so I believe Lucy and Kylie are ready to come up to the front and announce our winners for the gift cards. So I'm going to turn it over to Kylie.
Okay, so we have 3 winners, and our first winner is for attending, and it is Jorge. And you can come up right now and we'll take a picture with you. I mean, it's fine. It works. It's okay. Okay, second winner is for pre-registering, and it is Lila. Okay. Okay, and our last winner is for asking questions. It is Eliza.
Thanks, Kylie and Lucy. All right, so let's give one more round of applause for our panelists and moderators for the great job that they did. And then I also want to thank our Career Intelligence Association, aka CIA group. They put a lot of work and effort into making this event happen, and so really appreciate all the work from them, and not just them, but also the student volunteers that agreed to help out with the event as well. So we had a lot of students that made this event happen and possible, so appreciate that. All right, so last thing here is I realized one more note on resume stuff. So if you don't have a resume, or if yours hasn't been updated since like your freshman year in high school or something like that, not only do we have resources for you on that, but one of the resources that we have is a platform that uses AI that helps you build your resume. So it kind of gives you a starting point, and it gives you like instant feedback, and even like gives you a score on your resume, which is kind of fun because as you improve it, you can like see your score go up on that platform. But the link for that is over on a resource table, and we can help you out with that as well. So, but yeah, last thing I have is we'd love for y'all to stay for some homemade cookies and milk or water, whatever you prefer. And just, yeah, hang out. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and love for y'all to stay and hang out. But yeah, appreciate y'all coming, and y'all have a good night. And again, appreciate it, moderators and panelists. Y'all did great. Appreciate it, guys.